What's going on, you guys? Hope all is well. So I figured that since I'm doing a video since I put out a video regarding how I eat during the week on a typical kind of a work day, right, throughout the work week, that I would also put out a video of a cheat day, because I also plan on putting out a video of a regular weekend kind of like vibe. Now, I don't typically have cheat days too often because I really don't feel like I need them. But today I'm visiting my parents, so I figured I want to bring them some food, bring them some enjoyment, because you know what? We're not getting much enjoyment these days, considering all that's going on in the world. Unless you have a tonal, then you're getting a lot of enjoyment. But considering the fact that, you know, they're stuck in the house all the time, I might as well bring them something delicious to eat. So I'm going to be taking you one of my favorite places to eat today, and you're going to be seeing what that looks like. All right? We'll see. We'll talk soon, and I know you guys have heard me talk about this place often. It's called Veggie Castle, and we'll be taking a look at what that looks like pretty soon. All right, guys, so just got out of Veggie Castle. I wanted to get you a little footage from inside Veggie Castle in case you guys never been there before, but it was a little difficult because that place is packed, always packed. Place is absolutely incredible. But so I wasn't able to do that, but I wanted to talk to you real quick about the food that you're about to see, that I'm about to eat. What I'm about to eat is full of fried food, it's full of carbs, full of salt. So, and you know, it's just not something that I typically would eat often if I was trying to watch what I'm eating. And I typically do watch what I eat. So something that I wanted to mention was tomorrow when I wake up, I already know that I'm going to be super bloated, and I'm going to be puffy, right? Now, a lot of the time, if you guys have a cheat meal, again, I don't typically have cheat meals. The reason why I don't typically have cheat meals is because I feel like I don't need them. The way I eat is super low calorie, very high dense, so it's a lot of food for low calories, and it tastes absolutely phenomenal. That's the way I eat on a daily basis. So I don't feel like I ever really need to have a cheat meal, because I feel like I'm cheating all the time. Now, everybody's different, but anyway, so at the end of the day, if I have a cheat day, right, that's going to consist of what I'm about to show you in a few minutes. And guys, the food is absolutely mind-blowingly delicious, but again, it's going to cause me to wake up tomorrow and feel like, oh man, Joe, you shouldn't have did this. The reason why is I'm going to be puffy, I'm going to be, you know, I'm not going to be my ideal cut self. Cut is, you know, I'm making my way towards getting more and more cut as we go. Cut is relative, right? So just keep in mind, because you might see me and be like, oh, there's so many more cut people than Joe. It's cut for me. Trust me when I tell you, if you look at the first videos that I've created, you'll know the way I look now is much more cut than I was back in the day. So anyway, the point that I'm trying to get at is, what am I going to do? I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to feel like, hey, I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have had this meal. The reason why is because it's going to be a lot of carbs and a lot of salt. So I'm going to be bloated. Carbs make you bloated. They don't make you fat necessarily, okay? There's going to be a lot of glycogen. I've discussed glycogen in some previous videos. There's going to be a lot of glycogen in my tissue. It's going to make me feel bloated. It's going to make me look bloated. Does that mean that I gained a lot of pounds, literal pounds of fat? No, it does not mean that I gained a lot of weight. It just might look like it. So what I'm going to do, and I'm telling you this so that you guys can do it as well, see if it works for you, see if it helps you, so you can have more cheat days without feeling miserable. What I'm going to do tomorrow is, after I wake up and I'm bloated and I'm like, oh, this sucks. After I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus less on carbs tomorrow. I'm going to focus on my protein, so I get my protein intake, because I don't want my protein intake to drop too low. I want to have a protein meal every few hours, and I want to try to hit my lean body mass in the amount of grams of protein that I have. I am going to not eat too many carbs tomorrow to make up for all the carbs that I ate today. Because what happens is, when you eat carbs, all the excess carbs go into your muscle tissue. They bring water with them. So the water makes you look fat. And I'm sorry about the change in the lighting in this video. I'm just trying to discuss this while I'm driving, so the lighting's not going to be ideal. But anyway, so the point is that you're going to feel bloated and fat. Don't eat carbs the next day. And work out, exercise, so that your body uses up the glycogen storage that it has accumulated. Okay? So again, if you eat a lot of carbs and you're bloated and you feel disgusting and fat, drink a lot of water. Don't eat carbs for that day, that next day, maybe even the next 2 days, because you might gain 2 pounds of water weight. So figure out your own body, see what works best for you. And you might not want to eat carbs or a heavy amount of carbs for the next couple of days. And do your exercising. Move around, because it's going to use up the glycogen in your body so you can get back down to a normal level. Okay, so I hope that all made sense. You want to try to use up the glycogen that's making you look and feel bloated and fat and disgusting. You want to use that up by exercising, okay? By exercising and not adding to the damage with more carbs, basically, all right? So that's what I found worked for me. Hopefully it helps you. We'll take a look at the food that I got in a few minutes. Trust me when I tell you, it's so worth it on my end. Again, I eat great every day. I feel like I'm satisfied every single day of my life. But this was an excuse to have an extra, you know, extra high carb, fatty, disgusting, delicious meal because I'm visiting my parents, so it's worth it to me. All right, guys. Talk to you in a few minutes. All right, guys, so this is what I was talking to you about regarding the food. All right, so here we have a whole array of stuff. This is a lot of, it's all vegan. Not that that matters. The point is that a lot of it is fried vegan food. Okay, I'll give you a shot without the lids later. We got curry chicken, right? Curry chicken. We got chicken wings. We got fried okra covered in oil. We got spinach covered in oil, spinach and garlic. We got mac and cheese. We have pepper steak. And then we have 2 desserts. All of this stuff is a ton of calories, guys. We also got mashed potatoes in this little container here. This is a ton of calories. It's going to definitely be worth it. But like I said earlier, you got to take certain steps in order to get all this out of your system fast when you're done. So it won't necessarily cause you to gain weight necessarily that you can't get rid of. Most of it's just going to be bloat. All right, guys? I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is all the bloat and all the calories and all the glycogen that's going to be going into your muscles the next day. So remember, what you want to do to get rid of it is to exercise. Don't eat carbs for a day or two, and you'll see the water weight just disappear. Drink a lot of water also.